My name is Hugo Cabret. I live in the Gare du Nord, a giant train station with the big clock tower. I'm an orphan, but I can take care of myself. I wind the clocks and live in a small room in the tower. My life has always been hard, but I always knew how to fix things, just like a machine. I thought I could fix everything. What I didn't know was that I was about to get myself into a real fix, one that almost meant losing everything. This is my story. This is the train station where I live. It has a bakery, a cafe, and a flower shop. There's the station inspector. Watch out for him. He's mean and always sending kids to the orphanage. He has one soft spot for the flower seller. Every day he finds a reason to say hello.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Fine day, isn't it?
Bonjour, Monsieur Inspector. Why, yes it is.
Beautiful posies.
Oh,
Well, I'll let you go to it.
merci, Monsieur Inspector. Bonne journée.
There's the baker. She isn't looking, so I'll go grab breakfast. It's wrong to steal, but it's better than going hungry. Here's the shop I always visit. Monsieur Mellier's toy shop. He sells wind-up toys and every other toy you could imagine. I don't steal toys, but I do take spare parts. Today, Monsieur Mellier's has dozed off. I don't mean to, but realize he has just the parts I need.
Got you! You little thief! How dare you steal from me?
Please, I need these parts. You don't need them. I don't have any money.
Oh, no money, huh? Well, what's this? Let's just see here. Wait
That's
a minute.
my notebook. You can't have that.
Where did you get these drawings?
I drew them.
You're a thief and a liar!
Give me back my notebook.
No, I'm calling the station master. He'll know what to do. No.
The station master chased me with his dog. Now I lost my notebook. I must get it back. When the day was over, I followed Monsieur Mellier to get my notebook back. When he went inside, I lost hope. But then I saw Isabelle at the window. I threw a rock and she came down.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name is Hugo Cabret. Monsieur Mellier took my notebook and I must have it back. Can you help me?
Well, I really shouldn't. Papa's Rose can get quite angry. But it looks like you're on an adventure. I will help you, but only because I love adventures. Let's meet tomorrow at the station cafe, okay?
Okay, but don't look in my notebook. The next day, I went to meet Isabelle at the cafe. Isabelle introduced me to her friend Etienne, a film student from the local academy. He bought us hot chocolates, and we talked. Isabelle told me she couldn't find my notebook, which meant I would have to ask Monsieur Mellier for it. That afternoon, I went to Mellier's toy shop. There he was, doing some pretty amazing card tricks. I walked over and demanded my notebook back, but he refused. Instead, he gave me a wind-up toy to fix. He didn't say anything when I fixed it, but he looked impressed.
You could earn your money back.
He offered me a job to pay off all the things I stole and to get my notebook back. I had no choice, so I took the job. The next day after work, I met Isabelle in the train station. She asked me where I live, and I wasn't sure how to tell her. After a lot of thought, I decided to show her.
You live here, under the clock tower? But how?
I wind the clocks. It wasn't always like this. I used to live with my father. He fixed clocks at a museum. One night he was working late and there was a big fire. I never saw him again. That night, my Uncle Claude woke me up and took me here to live with him. Uncle Claude drank a lot. One day, he didn't come home. I don't know what happened. Since then, I've been on my own, winding the clocks so no one finds out. And that's how I ended up here. All I have left of my father is this incredible machine. It's called an automaton. That's why I need my notebook. It has all my father's notes to fix the automaton.
Wow, this automaton is amazing.
Yeah, if only I had the key. I think it writes, but we'll never know. Hey, what's that around your neck?
It's a necklace from Papa George.
It looks like it might be the key we've been looking for. Here goes nothing. Wow, this is the movie my dad told me about men who fly to the moon.
Wait, look, the signature. It says Georges Méliès. That's my Papa George. We need to get to Etienne. Maybe he can help us.
So Isabelle and I went off to find Etienne. Etienne introduced us to a professor at the Film Academy, Professor René Tabard. He knew all about Georges Méliès.
Georges Méliès was a pioneer in filmmaking, a great innovator and artist. His films were hand-painted for color and used amazing special effects. His stories were amazing and fantastical.
Here's a poster from one of his films, A Trip to the Moon. It was a great hit at the theaters, but it's old, from before the war, maybe 1902?
You know, Méliès was also a great inventor. He created many amazing mechanical inventions.
Méliès was a tremendous man, but he died and his films were lost.
Yes, Etienne, that is true. Such a loss.
But he's alive, Monsieur Professeur. He's my Papa George.
Would you take me to him immediately, young lady?
Yes, of course. Let's go right away.
Isabelle, Professor Tabard, and I went to the Méliès apartment. Isabelle showed him the poster, but his reaction surprised us.
Oh. What's this? I'm seeing a ghost. This is impossible.
Papa George, what's wrong?
I've tried to hide my past, but you all have found me out. When I was younger, we used to make films. I made magical, wonderful films. We told tall tales on the big screen. But then the war came and taste changed and no one wanted to see my films. I couldn't afford to keep them and we had to burn them for celluloid. And now it's all lost.
That's not true, Monsieur Méliès.
What?
I still have one of your wonderful machines, the automaton. I can get it for you now. I ran back to the train station as fast as I could. Bringing the automaton to Papa George's felt like fulfilling my father's wish. But just as I was crawling through my trapdoor...
I got you!
Please, sir, I must go!
No, you don't. I know you. You're the thief who was running through the station yesterday and I tried to catch you. Ah, where are your parents, boy? Where are your parents?
You don't understand. I must go!
Ah, no, you don't. I know you. I recognize you. You're Claude Cabret's nephew. I've been wondering for a while who's been winding the clocks. Because you know what? They found Mr. Cabret in the Seine. He's dead. So I was wondering who's winding the clocks? A ghost? No, I don't think so. It was you. And I don't think you have any parents. So off to the orphanage. Come with me.
Please, no.
Paris Orphanage? Paris Orphanage? This is a station inspector at the North Paris train station. Yes, yes. I have an orphan for you. A little thief. Yeah. Can you come get him? Great. I'll meet you downstairs with him. Can't wait to get rid of him.
Inspector, what is the meaning of this?
What's going on? Is the boy all right?
Of course he's all right. He's an orphan. No more thievery.
But what has he stolen? I don't see anything.
There's no thief.
He's right. What has he stolen?
He's an orphan, and he has to.
Unhand that boy.
Why?
He's no orphan. He belongs to me.
Is that true?
You heard me. This boy belongs to us.
No.
Please, Monsieur Inspector, let the boy go.
Okay, I leave him in your care.
A few months later, the Film Academy hosted a marvelous event of all of Papa George's films. Papa George was so moved. It was the best night of our lives.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. I am so honored. I used to be so afraid of the past and its sadness, but now I'm not afraid of those ghosts anymore, and I owe it all to a special young man who showed me the way, Hugo Cabret.
And that's how I became Hugo Cabret, Melier. I nearly lost everything, but instead, I found a family.